Here's the top 5 pros and cons about living in Calgary. If you're considering moving to Calgary like so many others are these days, you'll want to make sure you're making the best choice for you and your family. I'm Angie Spencer. I'm with Agents Own Realty, and I'm here to help you make sure that you're making the right choice for a move to Calgary. Like and subscribe below. Also comment, and if you have any questions, reach out. All right, without further ado, here's the 5 pros about living in Calgary. Number 1 is the economic opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities in gas and oil and tech and many other sectors, and even including self-employment. If you want to be self-employed, Calgary is a great city to do that in. The stunning natural beauty is number 2. There's so much abundance of natural beauty in this city. We've got the Bow River, we've got tons of walking trails. For most places in this city, you can see the mountains, just depending on the weather that day. But especially from the southwest or northwest side of the city, the mountains are abundant. There is also many different walking trails and places to go in the community itself that you'll live in. And a lot of these communities will have ponds and places for you to gather at. There's a lot of cultural diversity in Calgary. So this is something that Calgary is known for, a melting pot of cultures, if you will, and chances are that you'll see someone from somewhere else. Not a lot of people are from Calgary itself. Calgary offers good quality education from kindergarten or junior kindergarten all the way up to specialty private schools and universities. We've got a great school system, public and private school, separate school system. So I'm sure you'll find something for your kids. And finally, there's a strong sense of community here in Calgary. Even though most people aren't from Calgary, I personally believe that a lot of people get behind their community when they do move here and try to embrace the city itself. Many become hockey fans or CFL fans, and there's just a lot of things to do in the city, so people get behind something going on in their community. Now here's the cons, because there always are cons. So I'm sure you'll hear about this a lot, is our weather. So Calgary can have a crazy winter. We get what's called Chinooks. So Chinooks are warm winds that come from the mountains. And what happens is we get this huge big snowfall. And then 2-3 days later, the temperature really heats up and warms up. And then all of a sudden the snow is melting and we get the Chinook, it's called. What this brings is you're going to have to use windshield wiper fluid all the time for your car. There's a lot of salt and water on the roads, as well as condensation. So you'll find that the precipitation here can be a little crazy. And it can get really cold in the winter. We're going to have winter for anywhere between 4 to 6 months of the year. Calgary is getting to be known for a high cost of living. Our house prices have increased dramatically in the last couple of years, and that's caused a lot of problem and headache for people that already live here or people that are moving here. A lot of people think that Calgary is a cheap place to move to as an alternative from BC and Ontario, but I think that you'll find when you get here, you have to have a plan because the cost of living can be high. Another thing about Calgary is there can be lack of events. So let's take major concert tours. They won't always come to Calgary. Edmonton does have a brand new big arena. Calgary is having something similar in the works. However, big tours and concerts do tend to pass us by. And we do get lack of events when it comes to diversity events and just any kind of events that you can think of. We don't always have a lot of things going on. Having said that, on any given weekend, you'll be able to find things that are happening in the city, but it might not be something you're used to from bigger centers like BC or Ontario. And then finally, we need more houses. So this is something with Calgary that we can't build them fast enough. So we're having trouble with homes and building them, getting enough people here, having lack of affordable housing. That is something as a con as well. If you are moving from other centers, you might find that our cost of housing is a lot better than where you're coming from. But if you already live here, you might find that it's starting to shoot up our house prices. And these are things that are a bit of a headache for some people. So there you have it, the 5 pros and cons about living in Calgary. Again, I'm Angie Spencer with Agents Own Realty. Like and subscribe, and for more information, comment below.